Hi, Miss Janine here. Today's story for our puppet post is how Giraffe got such a long neck and why Rhino is so grumpy. Now, this story takes place in Africa, and it starts in a time of a drought. You probably have heard that word before, and when there's a drought on the earth, then there's no rain. When there's no rain, the plants don't grow. When the plants don't grow, the animals don't have enough to eat. When this story begins, Giraffe is not the beautiful long-necked animal that we're used to seeing. No, he has a much shorter neck and much shorter legs. And when the story starts, Giraffe and Rhino are both very worried because they can't find enough to eat. Oh, no. What are we going to do? Hungry. I'm hungry too, but the problem is the only thing left is way up high in the trees, and we are too short. We can't reach the things. Really hungry. I know we've got to do something, but what can we do? What can we do? We are doomed. Man. What? Man. What do you mean, man? Man. Magic. Oh, I get it. We can ask, man has magic, and we can ask man to help us. Yes. Ask man. All right, we'll do it. So, Rhino and Giraffe went right over to where man was. They explained how they were so hungry and asked man if he could work some magic to help them grow taller so they could reach the things that were still available to eat in the top of the trees. Well, man was a compassionate sort of a person, and he said, "Yes, I can work some magic. Come back tomorrow, and I will have some magic herbs ready. Now don't forget, tomorrow at sunrise." Oh, thank you. Thanks, said Rhino, who was an animal of few words. And so Rhino and Giraffe went home, agreeing to meet at man's house at sunrise the next day. Well, the next day, when the sun came up, Giraffe headed right over to man's house, and man brought out a bowl full of magic herbs. Now, herbs are plants, and as we said, plants are what Giraffe eats. Oh, that smells really, really good. I wonder where that Rhino is. Oh, okay. I've got to wait. I have to wait for the Rhino to get here. But it sure smells good. You know, it probably won't hurt if I take just a little tiny taste. So Giraffe, feeling so hungry, he hadn't eaten for a long time, took just a little nibble of the magic herbs. Oh, that tastes good. No sign of that Rhino. Maybe I'll just have a little bit more. He ate a little bit more. No sign of Rhino. Well, he was so hungry that he continued to eat until he finished up the whole bowl of herbs, not only eating his half, but eating Rhino's half at the same time. Well, as for Rhino was on his way to man's house, and he saw peeking out under a rock a little plant growing. He ran over, he moved the rock a little with his strong rhino horn, and got so busy eating the plant, he forgot about going to man's house. But when the plant was done, he remembered and he said, "Oh, man!" And he started to run over to man's house. When he got there in time to see Giraffe. But it was not the giraffe he had known. This giraffe had long legs and a tall neck. And he looked down, and Rhino knew. Herbs. And Giraffe said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I was so hungry. I couldn't help myself. I ate all the herbs, and look what it did to me. It stretched out my neck and my legs." Well, Rhino was not happy. Rhino was angry, and Rhino was grumpy. Said Rhino, and he charged at Giraffe. But Giraffe, with his new long legs, was able to run away from Rhino. Well, to this very day, Rhino is still grumpy. And, of course, as you well know, to this very day, giraffes are one of the tallest animals around with nice long legs and a nice long neck. Now, if you enjoyed this story and you'd like to read the real story, because I've made a few changes, then you might want to take advantage of the library's curbside pickup and request the book, How Giraffe Got Such a Long Neck and Why Rhino is So Grumpy. Hope you liked the story. See you next time.